Hello?
Hi, is this
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm very glad we got a hold of you. My name is Scott from the Metro system. I am actually calling a couple different locations. We're changing up some of our routes, and your house has actually been selected for one of our remodels of the Metro system, meaning we will be having a bus stop outside your house. Are you currently still living at one?
No,
Where are you living?
I live on. There will be no bus stop here.
Let's see. Yes, okay, one second.
You got the wrong.
This is correct?
Yes.
Your middle initial is C?
Yes.
Okay, and you're on.
I live at. Yes.
Okay,
This
I
office-
have a lot up right now, but that's the one. There will also be a bus stop there.
No, there won't be a bus stop because this is a dead-end street.
But there's a lot of actually residents on your block that use
You mean a
buses.
school bus street? I mean a school
No.
bus stop?
No, it's
A
actually
metro bus
It's
stop.
a metro bus because there's a lot of areas within 10 miles. I understand that. But the issue that we're coming across right now is bus stops can only be 30 feet from street lights. And since you have a street light in your driveway, it will be 30 feet from that, which will be...
Do you realize that we live on a dead-end street?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not making the routes. I'm just telling you that...
Well, they need to redo their routes because there's no way a metro bus can get down here and turn around safely.
I can't disagree with you, but I understand where you're coming from. But they wanted me to call you and tell you that they'll be pushing your property line 20 feet back to make
It won't
actual
be because
benches.
it can't happen.
Well, they've already passed through the contract with Everett. They've already gone through the contract.
We don't have metro though.
Yes, you do. And also, like I said, the street light in your driveway, it can be 30 feet from that. So the parking you guys have now, I don't know if you own the red 4-door car and the 4-door.
I don't have a red 4-door car.
You own the 2-door blue truck, correct?
And that's parked in our driveway.
Okay, great.
Why are you looking on Zillow? Are you looking on the thing?
No, we actually had. I was just out there the other day doing a survey on it, and we'll be pushing. If you see the rocks in your yard, we're pushing it 15 feet into your yard. There will be a couple benches.
Goodbye. You guys are crazy.
Excuse me? Ma'am,
I think you guys are crazy. Goodbye. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. This is Scott from King County Metro.
Hold on one
really
second.
Don't...
Here,
okay.
you talk to this idiot. What city are you in if you have a 661 area code?
We are not. We're a third-party contracting company with.
Well, you
Everett
don't
Metro
know what you're
system.
talking about because we
Well,
live
sir,
on a
listen,
dead-end street in the
I know.
city of...
I have pictures of your house right now. We were
Yeah,
just out
that's
there.
fine. Listen to me. Fuck you.
Why
Shut
am I
up!
getting attitude from you?
Well, you're lying
Why are you
because
acting like? Why?
you do not know what you're talking about because we live on a dead-end street. We live in the city of, which is in Snohomish County, which is not serviced
Then why
by
am I
Metro.
calling you? Why am I calling you then?
I don't know why you're calling me.
We're pushing your property line 15 feet back from the sidewalk to make room
No,
for
you're
the
not
benches.
because you're not in this. Who is doing the pushing back?
That's from the Everett. That's from Everett Transit.
Well, why does Everett Transit have to move us back when you can't get a bus down our street?
Well, because we're taking out 15 feet of your yard to make a turning lane so the bus can make a U-turn on that dead
You
end street
cannot.
because-
Why would the bus have to come down our street when the bus doesn't even go down 92nd, which is our
Because
cross
there's
street?
people on your block that use the bus, and it was done by surveys. So they're pushing. If you look at, there's a bush outside your house. They have a line drawn from that bush to
No,
the
they
tree.
don't have a line drawn on the street.
in these pictures I'm looking at, and they'll be making all that
I
concrete.
think you're
so the bus
talking
can
about
turn.
3rd Avenue Southeast, not 3rd Place.
You own a 2-door truck with a black canopy, and this is the same house. You have a street light in front of your house. We were just there the other day. And basically they want to take your lawn and cut it into a diagonal half to make a turning lane so the bus can turn around.
Why would they have to make in the middle of the street? In the middle of the block? We're not at the end of the block. We're in the middle of the block.
Exactly. That makes it easier for people from both sides to get to the bus stop.
Why do you put a bus stop on a dead-end street?
He can't turn around.
Can you please tell your wife that we're making a turning lane?
We are on a dead-end street. You can't turn around at the curve of the road.
That's why, okay, the tree in your yard, we're tearing all that out to make a turning lane so the bus can turn out. It's going to be a whole lane road, and your neighbor, their yard's going to be cut off too, so the bus can make a U-E on the
Why hasn't the city notified us if they're going to do this?
This is who I'm calling with. I'm calling you from the city. I work with the city.
Well, but you said you're not calling from the. You don't live in. You're not calling.
Well,
so why hasn't the city
but we
told
still
us
work
this?
it because I still work for the city. That's the whole point of this call, is to let you guys know that we're pushing your property line back.
We should have had written notice this was happening.
It's just kind of something that's happening a little quick, but they'll be at your house in a week. They're going to start excavating. We're going to have to move your driveway temporarily to the other side. You're going to have to share it with your neighbors.
How are you going to move our driveway?
Your driveway is going to be torn up. So you're going to have to park at your neighbor's house because we're tearing your whole front lawn up to make a turn lane for the bus so it can get out.
And you're full of shit. Because if I don't have written confirmation from the city
we
my
sent
house
you a
by
letter,
Friday,
we never
it ain't happening, dude.
Well, we're getting to it in 3 or 4 days. So I know the excavation team will be there in 3 days. They have basically a written contract that they can go through with it.
Why are you doing it in the middle of the block? It makes absolutely
I've told you
no
2
sense
times,
to me.
sir. Because people from the end of the block and the beginning of the block can walk to the middle of the block. It wouldn't make sense to put it at the end of the block, would it?
Yes, but like I said, we do not have a bus stop on 92nd.
Exactly why you're getting a bus stop there.
The closest bus stop is on 7th Avenue.
Exactly. That's why one needs to be put in there.
Well, why does one have to be on our street when it's a dead end?
Because
you cannot go through.
Because there is a survey done, and people from your area need the bus stop.
You know, I still say you're full of shit. I'm calling the city tomorrow.
Do you want to speak to my supervisor if it's really that big of a deal?
Yes, I do, because I'd like to know why this is happening and no one has given me prior notice.
Okay.
This is not considered prior notice.
One moment. Brad, are you on the line?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so basically, I don't know if you've been listening, but this individual is having
No,
an
I haven't.
issue.
I just jumped on.
Okay, so this individual is really giving me
I'm not an individual. I'm a homeowner in a city that he's telling me Metro is doing this, and we don't have Metro.
Can I talk to tell my boss what's going on? This homeowner is upset that there is a bus stop. I told him that the reason there's a bus stop there is because it's accessible to everybody, but he's giving me a lot of attitude and is just really upset.
I'm copping an attitude because there is no bus stop on this street. There is no bus stop on the closest cross street.
That's why we're putting one there, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Why on my street? Why not on the major cross street?
Because.
Excuse me, sir. Let us work. We're gonna get this all figured out. This is.
I'm calling the city tomorrow. You can call me back later, but I am calling the city
They're
tomorrow
going to be there tomorrow, so we're trying to tell you what's going on at this point.
Well, why doesn't the city give me written confirmation instead of you telling me somebody's going to come in 3 days and start ripping up my yard when I don't have written confirmation from the city this is happening?
Okay, sir, excuse me, Scott. So, okay, sir, I'm looking it up. Hey, Scott, what's his address?
His address is...
No, my address is...
Yes, that's it. It's the one that we surveyed yesterday with the blue truck.
Okay, I'm looking it up in our system.
It's the guy that has stuff all over his porch.
Okay, so I got it up here in the system. The mailing notice was shipped a week ago. It should have been to your house it should be to your house by now or tomorrow. So we may have prematurely made this call. We were under the assumption that you had already got the letter.
No.
Well, the letter's going to be there either tomorrow or the next day, or whenever the mailman shows up next. That's when you'll get your letter. But basically, yes, there was a survey.
Well, I hope there's one going to every person on this street.
No, it's just your yard that's being torn up.
Just my yard.
Yes,
in the fucking middle of the fucking block.
We had some geo surveyors go out a couple Fridays.
I'd like to know how a bus is going to turn around in our yard, even doing what you're talking about.
So we had a couple of geo surveyors go out and plan the route a couple of Fridays ago.
Do you realize that my front yard is on a hill?
Yes, that's why
and
we're
that the bus is probably going to turn over doing
Trust
it.
Me, trust me, this was.
Fuck off! I am hanging up. I'm tired of your attitude. Shut up.
And they told me, no, it's not in King County. Your project's and it's for a transit center. So in my mind, we're building a transit center. When they gave me
building a transit center.
Yes,
yeah, we were told that they were taking 15 feet out of our front yard to build a turnaround.
Yeah, they told me that they were going to build an actual transit, like a glass waiting center and like a turnaround lane, like a median or something. And it sounded normal until I look at the schematics, and y'all are on a dead end.
Yeah, we're a dead-end neighborhood street.
So
there would be absolutely no reason.
$20,000 transit center in y'all's yard. That's what I need to know.
Well, we'll be the supervisor from Transit's supposed to be calling us tomorrow. I assume that they would know. So he knows about it? And we're being told that someone's going to be taking out our entire front yard. Literally, our entire front yard plus driveway, everything. We won't even be able to leave our house.
Me, I got the schematics in front of me. It looks like something that should be in the inner city. They got a glass dome that sits on the outside and benches. And you don't want benches with people in your yard.
No, I mean, there's no way that would even work here. It's a dead-end street, barely enough room for one car to go down the road at a time.
Trust me, this was.
Fuck off! I am hanging up. I'm tired of your attitude. Shut up.
Trust me, this was.
Fuck off! I am hanging up. I'm tired of your attitude. Shut up.